Welcome to the official How to OLMUN video. OLMUN, that's short for Oldenburg Model United Nations. Located in Oldenburg and with around about 800 delegates from all over the world, OLMUN is the biggest MUN in Germany. And if you're not sure how to perform during your committee session, then listen up right now. Let's start with lobbying. It's the first part of the delegates' work in the committee session. During lobbying, the delegates meet up with other delegations with the same aims of their countries concerning their committee's topic. Delegations with similar opinions come together and merge their ideas to form one resolution. The resolutions are the most important aspects in the work of every committee, and they embody the heart of the debates. It is an elaborated paper consisting of possible solutions suggested by different delegations concerning their committee topic. Throughout the session, there are two different types of debate: open debate and closed debate. While open debate, the delegates are able to speak against or in favor for their current resolution. It is also possible to hand in amendments which can cause a modification of just one word or a whole paragraph in the paper. A closed debate mostly concerns about the submitted and granted amendments. The chairs decide in any situation if the time is set into open or closed debate. In every type of debate, the chairs will set the amount of speakers for and against the current question, as well as the speaking time. You may now ask yourself, is there any opportunity for me to get in contact with the other delegates and share my thoughts and opinions? Sure, there is. Every delegate will receive a so-called survival pack at the registration. A few note papers are included as well, but you should definitely bring your own note paper to the conference. You are able to send them to any delegation in your committee, while note passing is allowed by the chair membership. But it always has to be clear who the recipient is and who sent the message. Consider that the message will be passed by one of the staffs, and they will also check the note about any inappropriate content or messages which are off committee topic. So better ask a cute delegation of Sweden later at the socializing events for his or her number. The funniest messages will be printed in one of our daily diplomat editions. Let's now have a look on the topics, points and motions. First of all, the point of personal privilege. This one must refer to the comfort and or well-being of the delegate. As every other point, you have to phrase it as a direct question to the honorable chairs. You can utter every personal issues, for example the question to close the window if you feel cold. Please respect the speaking delegate and do not interrupt him or her. This is only allowed if you do not understand the speaker because of acoustic reasons. In this case, the chairs will ask the delegate to speak up. In general, this interruption referring to audibility is the only interruption you, as a delegate, are allowed to. If you call for a point of information, you request to ask a question to the speaker who has the floor. So if something isn't clear to you, you raise your placard and state your point after the chairs ask if there are points on the floor. When you receive the right to speak, you may rise and state your point, which must be phrased as a question. The other delegate is now allowed to answer. If your question is not answered to your full satisfaction, you may request a follow-up. The chairs will then decide whether to allow your request for a follow-up or not. You must always ask the chairs, since direct dialogue between delegates is never allowed. This applies any time during the debates. If you have a point or motion or want to state your opinion in debate, you may raise your placard and request the floor. During the debate, it can happen that somebody calls out a motion. In the following, we will show you the most important motions. A motion has to be voted on without abstentions being allowed. Still, every motion can be denied by the chairs. This mostly happens due to lack of time. There are several types of motions that causes other procedures. A motion to move to the previous question means when it gets subjected that the House will move to the next phase of debate immediately. When it was called for an extension of debating time, the House will vote if there should be more time to debate topics which may not be clear enough yet. This motion is primarily used when a voting procedure is not clear and it causes that there are no abstentions allowed for the vote. Also, a motion could get rejected by the House if the objections dominate. Mostly the voting procedure is based on a simple majority. There are many times where the House has to vote. In order to do this, each delegate have to raise his or her placard after the chairs ask for seconds, objections, or abstentions. All votes will be counted by chairs and staffs. Well, I think that was enough about the serious stuff of the committee work. There's one side of an MUN which should not be forgotten. Maybe it is the most important aspect. Well, yes, we all know and we all love them. Punishments. And you deserved them. Whenever you misbehave, like coming late or doing too silly things in the mind of our honorable chairs, you can get punished by them in front of the whole committee. And believe me, it will be fun for everybody when you have to sing Barbie Girl on stage. During your debates, there will be some short breaks where you will get some snacks and drinks. You can chat either about private topics or force alliances with other delegations to strengthen up your resolution.